Welcome to episode number 30 of this Minnesota Twins MLB The Show 20 Custom Franchise Series. And today, I'm obviously playing my Minnesota Twins MLB The Show 20 Custom Franchise. And it's episode number 30, like I said 15 seconds ago, and like it says in the title, and like it says also in the title, most likely, the playoffs are in this episode. The playoffs are starting in this episode. The Minnesota Twins are trying to three-peat. They won the World Series in 2020, or they won the World Series in 2019 and 2020, and they're trying to three-peat here in 2021. As we did win the division, as you can see on the screen right there, but either way, I'm going to show you the standings throughout the entire league, or throughout the entire MLB, in the AL, or the American League, and the National League. First of the AL East, Red Sox won that division, beat the Yankees by 11 games. Twins won the Central, that's us. We went 105 and 57, and a 648 winner percentage. Fun fact, by the way, I know I started the season, the 2021 season, in its name like 2 years ago. We started really bad. Like, we started, I think, at one point, we started really bad. Or I don't know if it was really, really bad. It wasn't as bad as like the Reds did this past season in real life. It's not as bad as how the Reds started the 2022 season in real life. It's not that bad. But we were like, I don't know when this was, maybe like June or July, around the All-Star break. We were like 12 or 13 games, or around the All-Star break, we were 12 or 13 games behind the Cleveland Indians. Yes, the Cleveland Indians, because this is MLB The Show 20, and the reason why it's MLB The Show 20 is because you cannot port any franchises from MLB. The reason why this is MLB The Show 20 is because you cannot port any franchises from MLB The Show 20 to any later versions of the game. So I have to continue this series in MLB. So I have to continue this series in MLB The Show 20, which I have no problem doing. But yeah, that's why they're still called. That's why the Cleveland Indians are still called the Cleveland Indians. I know that they're the Guardians now, but it's MLB The Show 20, so they're still the Indians in this game. We were like 12 or 13. We were 12 or 13 games behind the Indians for first place in the AL Central around the All-Star break. We end up, like I said, we were like 12 or 13. We were 12 or 13 games behind the Indians for first place in the AL Central. That was around the All-Star break, and now we're at the end of the regular season, and we won the division by 6 games. What a turnaround from being down 12 or 13 games or something like that. It was definitely 10 or more games to win, or we went from trailing Cleveland by 10 or more games to beating Cleveland, or I don't know if you could say beating, but either way, we were down like 10 games or more to Cleveland for first place in the AL Central. That was around the All-Star break. We were 10 or more games behind Cleveland, and then at the end of the regular season, we end up finishing 6 games above Cleveland and winning the AL Central. So what a turnaround from being down by like I said, 12 or 13 games to winning from being down 12 or 13 games in the division to Cleveland. From that to winning the division by 6 games. And then the Oakland A's won the AL West, finished 11 games up on Houston. And then the 2 wildcard teams are the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. The Astros did have a 4-game winning streak to end the year, but unfortunately they did not make the playoffs. They finished 1 game behind the Yankees. The Yankees 3-game losing streak to end the year. Astros 4-game winning streak to end the year, and then you had the Indians, who are in the first wildcard spot, had a 5-game winning streak to end the regular season. And then the Indians had a 5-game winning streak to end the regular season. And then over in the NL side of things, NL East, Mets won that division by a game over the Nationals. The Cubs won the NL Central, 6 games up on the Reds, and the Dodgers, per usual, win the NL West, and they had the best record in the whole National League at 96 and 66. And they beat the Rockies by 2 games, and then the 2 wildcard teams are the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals, with the Braves finishing 1 game back. And you have the Rockies who finished the season winning 6 games in a row, and they were 8-2 in the last 10 games of the regular season. So yeah, we'll be playing. And by the way, the Twins did have the best record in the American League, so we'll be playing the Cleveland Indians or the New York Yankees in the 2021 ALDS. This is still the previous postseason format where there's 5 teams that made it, 3 division winners, and then 2 wildcard teams that play in a 1-game wildcard playoff. It's still that playoff format. And even if this is MLB The Show 20, even at MLB The Show 20, it's still the 5-team playoff format. But either way, this is MLB The Show 20. But regardless of if it was MLB The Show 20, MLB The Show 21, or MLB The Show 22, all three of those games and all the MLB The Show games have the 5-team format: 3 division winners and then 2 wildcard teams that play in a 1-game wildcard playoff. Yeah. So we just swept the Yankees in the last series of the season, of the regular season. The last episode was the last game of the regular season where we beat the Yankees 2-1, and that video will be eye in the sky in the top right corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. But either way, that last series of the regular season could be a ALDS preview, or it might not be. It will be if we're playing the Yankees, and it won't be if we're playing the Indians. But we'll find out. I'm not sure when. I haven't advanced to the postseason yet. But either way, Game 1 will probably, I'm thinking it'll probably be here on the 30th, September 30th, or October 1st, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, though, for a fact, though. I don't know. We'll find out in a few seconds here once I sim like this. And, yeah, there it is. Congratulations, I know that might be bright. Congratulations, the Twins, MLB, have finished the season 105-57 and a 648 winning percentage, and have won their division. You will be taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game, which will be Cleveland or New York. So yeah, it looks like the NL wild card game, yeah, it'll be first. It's in Colorado or in Denver, and then it's Yankees at Indians. So looks like that's on Wednesday, right? Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, Game 1 will be October 1st, which is a Friday. Right now it's supposed to be J. Rizzi pitching for us. That might not be the case. It would probably be Babe Ruth. But either way, that will be the home team for Game 1, 2, and 5. Best of 5 series. So yeah, it's A's, Red Sox, Mets, Cubs, and then obviously it will be the Nationals or the Rockies versus the Dodgers, and then it will be the Yankees or the Indians versus the Twins. So, oh yeah, we should check the awards. Awards. Before we get into. So Gold Glove Award, we have Jose Urena, starting pitcher. Okay, but that was it. JD Martinez winning back-to-back MVPs. Nolan Arenado, still on the Rockies in the same, won the NL MVP. Walker Buehler and Sean Manaea. Batting title Anthony Rendon on the Royals, and then Nolan Arenado on the Rockies. Reliever of the Year Kenley Jansen and Miguel Navarro. That's Rookie of the Year. The other, Chris Davinsky is the other Reliever of the Year. Our closer, was second, and then Miguel Navarro and Lorenzo Melendez, the 2 Rookies of the Year. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I think we have some leaders too. Babe Ruth Jr. slugging percentage, 622 slugging percentage, led the AL on slugging percentage, and then Babe Ruth led the AL with a 2.28 ERA and 6 WAR, which is wins above replacement, I believe. But yeah, now sorry about that guy talking. It's not my fault. Here we go. Now let's see who's playing. Here we go. And there's a bracket. Nationals won against the Rockies, against the Rockies in Denver. So it'll be Nationals and Dodgers in the Nationals and Dodgers in the NLDS, and now it'll be the Mets and Cubs, and now here on the September 29th is the day of the AL wildcard, and so we'll find out in like 3 seconds who we're playing. 3, 2, 1. Cleveland. We're playing Cleveland. I want to see that final. I want to see the final scores. So let's say the Nationals. I can't. Well, it says 2-1, but I can't see like the innings, like who scored in what inning, and the runs, hits, and errors. But they won the game 2-1, and then so the Nationals beat the Rockies in Denver 2-1, and then the Indians beat the Yankees at home 5-2. So yeah, so obviously then the day off, and then obviously we're here. This game right here, it's Carlos Carrasco who's still on the Indians in this game versus J. Rizzi. I don't think it's going to be J. Rizzi. I'm probably not to change that, not this. I meant to do a pitching rotation. Yeah, I'm going to change that. I don't have Babe Ruth starting because they definitely would have 100% energy because they've had 4 days off. So here we go. Friday, October 1st, 2021, Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS. Twins, or Indians at Twins. It's Babe Ruth versus Carlos Carrasco. Let's get it. Both controllers, even in the playoffs. What is this? I don't know. Even in the playoffs, I saw both controllers. The Twins will be the red controller, and the Indians will be the blue controller. And even in the playoffs, I still use both controllers, like I said, and the game will still be at the Metrodome. Here we go. Alternate two uniforms for the Twins, road uniforms for the Indians. They have DJ LeMahieu, remember that. Not playing there. We are playing at the Herbert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Holds 46,564. Opened in 1982. Presentation mode broadcast. Broadcast theme style. The show theme. Quick counts on. And obviously it's a dome. So yeah. The only guy that doesn't have full energy for Cleveland is Kluber, probably. Yeah, because he pitched in the AL wildcard game. But yeah, righty or lefty versus righty. Babe Ruth is a lefty at a 99 overall. Carrasco's a righty and a 94 overall. There we go. Lefty versus righty, 99 versus 94. So a good one. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's get into the game. After that, DJ LeMahieu. They still have Francisco Lindor. And they still have some other players. Here we go. Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS. Indians at Twins at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm the play-by-play announcer for this game, and Matt Bass's version is not turned down at all. Let's get into Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS right now. Right now. Here we go. Obviously, we won the division by 6 games. But we had 105 ones, they had 99. We are here at the Herbert H. Humphrey Metrodome here in downtown Minneapolis for Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Didn't miss anything. Hi then everybody, Vinny J in Studio 42, aka the Man Cave. Welcome to Postseason Baseball, or welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball here on the show. It is Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Twins have three-peated, or are going for the three-peat, won the World Series the last 2 years, and then trying to three-peat here in 2021. The Twins were first in the AL Central, and the Indians were second, and the Indians beat the Yankees in the AL wildcard game back in Cleveland 5-2. 2 nights ago in this game. Twins won the division. Cleveland won the wildcard game. First pitch coming up next. There we go. Babe Ruth on the mound for Game 1 for the Twins. 33 starts in the regular season, 22-7 record, 2.28 ERA, 213 and 1/3 innings pitched, 175 hits, 1.04 WHIP, 46 walks, and 191 strikeouts. As Cleveland won the wildcard game, and the Twins won the division, the AL Central that is, as it's Game 1 of the 2021 ALDS. Indians at Twins here at the Metrodome. Forcing fastball, a palm ball, and a slurve for Babe Ruth against LeMahieu, who batted 600 in the wild card game. Here we go, as we're on your way here in Game 1. Popped up, right field, on the 1-1 pitch, but the first pitch we saw, one down, lead off the ball game. And here's the starting lineup for the New York Yankees, or here's the starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians, excuse me. DJ LeMahieu, Francisco Lindor, Tony the DH, Jose Ramirez, Kevin Kiermaier, Jordan Luplow, Adam Duvall, Jake Bowers, and Kevin Puecki. Here we go. Here's Lindor, who did a hit in the AL wildcard game, apparently. 1-1 to Lindor. Around ball, charging is Vinny J. Fields on the backhand, throws to Babe Ruth. 2 down quickly here in the top of the first. Now it's Tony, who batted .400 in the wild card game 2 nights ago in this game. 1-1. Little ground ball, kind of off the handle, at the loot. Throw to Vinny J in and over. 1-2-3, go the Indians. Twins coming to bat. No score in game 1. Carlos Carrasco to start for the Indians in game 1. 33 starts in the regular season. 16-3 record, which is really good. 2.87 ERA. 223 innings pitched. 193 hits. A 1.09 whip. 51 watts and 231 strikeouts. So good numbers for Carrasco. Here's Lute. Fly ball on the line. Will it stay fair? Can the right fielder catch it? And he went off the baggie, and it will just sit in the corner by the foul pole. And the throw is wild from Luplow, but it's backed up by Lindor. But what a start for the Minnesota Twins. First at bat of the postseason for Lute and for the Twins as a team. And that got over the jump-in Bowers off the wall. Then it hit Bowers, went over to into the corner. Even if that didn't hit Bowers, that was going to be a double anyways. Here's Matthew, batted .315 in the regular season. Twins trying to strike early and quick in game 1. 1-1. Ground ball, good job by Matthew. It's a 4-3 ground out to LeMahieu, but the runner at center did over to third. Runner at third and 1 out. And here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins here in game 1. Lute, Matthew, Jack Thornton, Star Forcer, Babe Ruth Jr., Mr. Casey, Vinny, Andy Pullman, and Snakebiter trying to three-peat, because they won the World Series the last 2 years, and they're trying to three-peat here in 2021. And all starts here in the ALDS. 2-2 pitch to Jack Thornton, runner at third and 1 out. Ground ball, LeMahieu again. Infield was back, run will score, throw to first is in time. But it's an RBI ground out for Jack Thornton, and the Twins strike first in game 1. So a double, the back-to-back ground outs. Double ground out that got the runner over to third, and then another ground out that scored the runner from third. Here's Star Forcer, no runners on 2 outs, bottom 1. But the Twins have a 1-0 lead here in game 1. 1-2. Ground ball, that's Ramirez. Throw to first is in time, and the inning's over. But the Twins did a run. 1 run on 1 hit. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left for Minnesota. And the score is 1-0 Twins here in game 1. Here we go. Top 2. 1-0 Twins in game 1. Here's Ramirez. 1-1. Ground ball back to Babe Ruth. Good snag on the mound by Babe Ruth. Throw to Vinny J. 1 down. And here is the Twins defense. Star Forcer, Snakebiter, and Matthew in the outfield. Vinny J, Luke, Jack Thornton, and Andy Pullman in the infield. And Mr. Casey behind the plate. And obviously Babe Ruth on the mound. 1 down here in the second for Kevin Kiermaier. Line drive, field on a short up by Andy Pullman. Throw to Vinny J. Quickly 2 down as Babe Ruth is rolling through the first 2, or just under 2 innings. And here's the postseason bracket. As you can see, the Red Sox beat the A's in game 1 of that ALDS. You can see the Cubs are up 2-0 on the Mets, and the Nationals are up 2-0 on the Dodgers. The Nationals trying to upset the Dodgers. The Nationals upset the Rockies in Denver, and now the Nationals have also upset the Dodgers in games 1 and 2 in LA. So the Nationals have won 3 road games. They have 3. The Nationals so far in the playoffs have played 3 games on the road, and they've won all 3. So they've won 3 road games. So all 3 of their games have been on the road, and they've won all 3. So that means they've won 3 road games, and they're 1 win away from upsetting the Dodgers, and moving on to the NLCS. Here we go. Here's Luplow. Line drive. Matthew doesn't have to move, or he moves a little, but not that much. 2 down. Or excuse me, 3 down. That's the inning. Excuse me. So 1-2-3 to the Indians. Middle of 2. 1-0 Minnesota. Here we go, bottom 2. Here's Babe Ruth Jr., the DH from Minnesota. Fly ball left field, over to his right is the left fielder, and he's got it. And straight away left field, 1 down. And here's the Indians defense here in game 1. Adam Duvall just caught that fly ball. Kevin Kiermaier and Jordan Luplow in the outfield. Jake Bauer, DJ LeMahieu, Francisco Lindor, and Jose Ramirez in the infield. And Kevin Puecki behind the plate. And obviously Carlos Carrasco on the mound. Here's Mr. Casey. Fly ball left field. Mr. Casey just got under it. There is Duvall again. 2 down here in the second. As I said, the Nationals are 1 win away from upsetting the Dodgers and moving on to the NLCS, but it's not over until you get 3 wins. I know they have 2 wins, but the Dodgers, you never know, they could come back to win the series. But the Nationals, either way, the Nationals are 1 win away from upsetting the Dodgers and moving on to the NLCS to play the Mets or the Cubs. But right now, the Mets are up 2-0 on the Cubs, and the Nationals are up 2-0 on the Dodgers. 3-2. That was ball 4, but fouled back. So you did see a Mets and Nationals NLCS. But it's not over until it's over. 3-2 to Vinny J. Fly ball right center over Kiermaier and Luplow. And Luplow would call off Kiermaier, and the inning's over. We head to the third in game 1. 1-0 Twins here at the Metrodome. Here we go, top 3. 1-0 Twins. Here's Adam Duvall. 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. But it's 67 in the AL wildcard game, so it probably went like 3 for 4. 2-2. Ground ball snagged by Babe Ruth. What a play. 1 down. 7-8-9 due up for the Indians here in the third, by the way. Here's Bowers. Then it's Puecki, and then if it hits that, and then after that will be the top of the order. Ground ball, Audie Pullman against the shift, but Audie Pullman was standing right there in the shortstop position, 2 down. Now it's Puecki, and then if he can get on the top of the order, it will come up in LeMahieu. 1-1 to Puecki. Foul ball, 1-2 to the Indians catcher. 1-2. Fly ball on the line. Will it stay in play? And can Matthew get there? And that ball, well, Matthew almost ran into the Indians relievers out there. I think he did. But that ball was just over the wall. And either way, I don't think he could get there. Still 1-2. Line drive, and Puecki gets the first hit for the Indians here in this game and in the series. And it's going to bring up LeMahieu with a 1 on, 2 out. Good job by Puecki, the number 9 batter, to get on for LeMahieu, who flew out in the first. Ground ball, Lute, and the inning is over. 1 hit and 1 left for the Indians. Middle of 3, the score is 0-0 here in game 1. There we go. Let's see, Babe Ruth only has 3 pitches. Carrasco has 5. 2-1 to Audie Pullman. Little tapper up the line, fair ball. Carrasco will throw out Audie Pullman. Good play by Carrasco, 1 down for Snake Biter. It's 1 hit for each team. But the Twins have a run. Here's Snake Biter, top of the order to follow. Line drive, but right in Bauer's glove. 2 down. I was unlucky, but right into Jake Bauer's glove at first. 2 down now for Lute, who doubled and scored in the first. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-2. Oh, tapper, Bowers will glove flip it to Carrasco, and Carrasco beats Lute to the bat, despite Lute having like 90 speed. We head to the fourth, 1-0 Minnesota. Here we go, we're back. Pitchers do so far in the first 3.5 innings. Or 3 innings, excuse me. 3-1 hitters count to Lindor. 1-0 Twins. Ground ball at the middle. Almost hit Babe Ruth. Thrown to first by Luke. Got Lindor. 1 down. And that wasn't really a ground ball. That was like a line drive. That almost hit Babe Ruth. Fielded by Luke on a short hop. And then he threw out Lindor. And here comes the Indians DH, Tony. 3-2. Ground ball looped on a short hop again. Really a line drive again. Field on a short hop. 2 down quickly in the 4th. As Babe Ruth and Carlos Carrasco are starting to duel it out here in Game 1, but the Twins still have a 1-0 lead. Here's Ramirez. Full count. Ground ball. Let's stay fair. It's fair. And Vinny will step on first base for the force, and the inning's over. Middle of 4. The score is still 1-0 Twins in Game 1. You didn't miss anything. The last clip ended, and I had to watch my dogs. I walked them a little earlier than normal because it's supposed to be raining in a few minutes. So that's why I walked them early. And the last clip ended anyway, so it's perfect timing. So we're back. For you guys, obviously there was no... Once the last clip ended, this clip started. But for me, it's been like 20 minutes. But yeah, 1-1 pitch to Matthew. No runners on, no runners out. Sorry about that. No runners on, no runners out. Bottom 4. 1-0 Twins. Ground ball to LeMahieu. Throw to Jake Bauers at first, 1 down. As a pitcher's duel, here's our top pitch speed, comparison. As you can see, both pitchers' top speeds are 94 miles per hour. So the fastest pitch both pitchers have thrown is at 94 miles per hour. So it's a pitcher's duel, and both these pitchers' are having a pitcher's duel, or these two pitchers are having a pitcher's duel, and these two pitchers' top speeds are both 94 miles per hour. 1-2 to Jack Thornton. Ground ball past Bauers, base hit. Second hit of the game for Minnesota, 1 on, 1 out here in the 4th. That was smoked. Here's Star Forcer. Ground ball past Lindor. Runner at first will stay at second. 2 on, 1 out for Minnesota, trying to extend their Game 1 lead. And now it's Babe Ruth Jr. who flew out in the first. 3-1 hitters count. And that is inside ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. As it missed the zone inside, bases loaded, 1 out for Mr. Casey. Chance to give the Twins 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead, 4-0 lead, or if he hits a grand slam, a 5-0 lead. Your lead at double play still in order though. 1-1. Ground ball. This should be 2. 5-4-3 double play. What a pick by Bauers to prevent a run on the low throw by LeMahieu, and the inning's over. Ramirez, LeMahieu, Bauers. 5-4-3 double play, and the inning's over. Right to the 5th, 1-0 Twins. Now ending the Twins at 2 hits and 1 walk, but then Mr. Casey hit into that inning ending 5-4-3 double play. Mr. Casey, the Twins catcher, hit into that inning ending 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. Top 5. Here's Kiermaier, 1-0 Minnesota. Popped up foul. Remember, this is I thought it was raining outside, like in real life, or for me. Remember, the ALDS is a best-of-5 series. Fly ball left field. Back is the left fielder, Star Forcer. He's there, 2 down. Excuse me, 1 down. So games 1, 2, and 5 are in Minnesota. While games 3 and 4 are in Cleveland. And obviously, right now, games 4 and 5 are if necessary. Here's Jordan Luplow. 1 out in the 5th. 1-0 Twins. Ground ball hit hard. Vinny J is right there. 2 down. And here's Aaron Duvall. Only 1 hit for Cleveland. That was a Kevin Fuetti single in the 3rd. Ground ball. That ball is over the base fair. And Vinny J will step on first base himself, in and over. A quick 4.5 innings so far in Game 1. Halfway home here in Game 1. 1-0 Twins here at the Metrodome. Here we go. Bottom 5. Still 1-0 Twins. Here's Vinny J against Carrasco. Ground ball. Bauers will throw it to Carrasco, and he'll beat Vinny J to the base. 3-1 ground out, 1 down. This was the 50th pitch from Carrasco. This is the 54th pitch now. 2-2 pitch to Andy Pullman, then a snake biter. Ground ball. Bauers will cut it off. Spinorama through to Carrasco. Got him. What a spinorama by Bowers. Throws it to Carrasco, covering first base. Bat-to-bat 3-1. Ground out, 2 down now for Snake Biter. As these pitchers are settling in right now, or both pitchers are settling in. Ground ball, LeMahieu. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Carrasco and the Indians. We head to the 6th. Still 1-0 Twins though here in Game 1. That one run was scored by the Twins in the bottom, or that one run was scored by the Twins in the bottom of the first. It was on an RBI ground out by, I believe it was on an RBI ground out by Jack Thornton. And that was in the first inning, and then neither team has scored since. Top 6. Here's Jake Bowers. Bowers will line one. Almost hit the ball boy in the head. Foul ball. It hit the railing just on the other side of the ball boy. 1-2. Popped up. Foul ground by the ALDS Lodo. Mr. Casey is there, and he's got it on the ALDS Lodo in foul territory. 1 down. As he catches it right on the Lodo. There's Puecki as the only hit for Cleveland. Back in the 3rd. 60th pitch coming from Ruth. 1-1. Oh, jam shot the handle. Charging his loot will get Puecki, who only has 28 speed. 2 down now, as this game is still 1-0, and this could possibly be a 1-0 final. Here's LeMahieu, 0 for 2. Ground ball just foul. 3 hits for the Twins, 1 hit for the Indians. Twins had a double in the first, and that double came around on after that double. The Twins had a couple of ground outs to score him, and then after the Indians, and then that's the first hit for the Twins, and that's how they scored the first run. The only hit for the Indians was that Kevin Puecki single in the 3rd, and then the Twins had 2 hits in the 4th, but didn't score. 1-2. Both of those hits were singles. Ground ball, Lute. Throw to first is low, but picked by Vinny J. As both these pitchers are settling in quite nicely here in Game 1. 1-0 after 5.5. 3-1 hitters count now to Luke, who has that double and scored in the first. Down the line, and caught by Bowers on the slide. Good play as he caught it and then slid in the foul territory. 1 down. And it might be raining, and my dogs are still outside, so I think I have to put them in because I heard someone say something out in the other room. So I'll be back after I do that. See you then. You didn't miss anything. Like I said right before the last clip ended, it started to rain outside because I think my dad said something, or yeah, did like a noise, a noise where I could hear it, although the door to the man cave is closed. I heard that, and I knew it was supposed to rain in a few minutes. And I left my dogs out, even though it would start raining. I left them out because obviously once it starts raining, I'm not going to leave them out in the rain, but I mean, who knows how long it's going to rain. So I left them out, and then he made a noise, and obviously that's why I stopped filming, and then I went out there and put them in, and now I'm back. For you guys, that's when the last clip ended. This clip started, but for me, it's only been like 2 minutes since I finished filming the last clip. But either way, no runners on 1 out, bottom 6. Sorry, that was the wrong controller. No runners on 1 out, bottom 6. Still 1-0 Twins. Here's Matthew. Line drive, base hit for Matthew. As Luke on the last at bat, which was at the end of the last clip, got robbed by the right fielder Luke Lowe on a little line drive by Luke that was falling quick, and then it was caught by Luke Lowe, and then he did a slide after he caught it. Here's Jack Thornton, 1 for 2 with the single, and then an RBI, which he got on an RBI ground out. 3-1 hitters count to Jack Thornton. Ground ball right to LeMahieu. 2nd one, a bare hit by Lindor, double play. As that was hit on the screws. So right to LeMahieu, and then Lindor barehanded the flip by LeMahieu, and then Lindor threw to Bowers at first for the double play. In the 7th, or in the 6th, 1-0 Minnesota. Here's Lindor, the switch hitter. Already the 7th inning, 1-0 Twins. Only 1 hit for Cleveland. There's 6 innings. Here's Lindor. Fly ball left center field. Snake Biter, the center fielder, to his right, and he's got it on the run. 1 down. No action in either bullpen. Here's 4 hits for the Twins, 1 hit for the Indians. The Twins have scored a run in the first. It was on an RBI ground out by Jack Thornton. That's all the run so far for either team. Here's Tony. Popped up. Matthew charging by the bullpen mound, inbound ground. And he's got this one on the warning track by the inbound territory by the Indians relievers out there and by the bullpen mound. 2 down now for Ramirez. The all-star third baseman and the switch hitter. 1-1. Ground ball. Vinny J. throw to Babe Ruth, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Middle of 7. It's 1-0 Twins still here in Game 1. Here we go, bottom 7. This thing's on by really quick, no action, either bullpen still. Still 1-0 Twins, bottom 7. Line drive, and that will fall in front of Duvall, 5th hit of the game for Minnesota, and the leadoff man on the board. Remember, he has 92 speed. Babe Ruth Jr. 0 for 1 with a walk. And they're selling him Tyler Olson, and one of their middle relief pitchers. He's a lefty. He's starting to warm up in the Indian bullpen down the right field line. No action in the Twins bullpen, though. Here's Babe Ruth Jr. Runner stays put. Ground ball. Punch between Lindor and Ramirez. 2 on, nobody out for the Twins. That's their 6th hit of the game. And they have a chance to get up by a couple more. Here's the pitching coach for Cleveland. Here's Mr. Casey 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. That ground out was actually a double play with the bases loaded and with the 4th. Here we go. 2 strikes. Will he try to bunt? I doubt it. You never know. No bunt. 2-2 line drive. That's hit well. Back goes Duvall. That ball is caught. Tagged in. Is the runner at second. The throw is offline. And the throw is offline. And then coming from home plate to the mound is the catcher. He ran up. The catcher did. Puetti ran up from the home plate to the pitching mound to make sure that ball didn't get farther away, and made sure that the runner at third, the runner at second who tied up the third, didn't score. Runners in their corners, 1 out now for Vinny J. Chance to just team up by 1 or 2 more. Here comes Olson from the Cleveland bullpen. It's Carrasco. I mean, he had a good start. Obviously, only did up that 1 run. He did up 1 run, 1 earned run, 6 hits. But both of the runners on base are responsible of Carrasco. So they will be those runners will be charged to him if they do come around the score. Here we go. Double plays in order, though. Here's Olson, and it's Vinny J. Popped up foul. It's only 88 mph four-seam fastball. Here we go. 2-2. Ground ball, this should be 2. It's hard to turn it. LeMahieu, Lindor, Bowers. Not a double play. As Vinny J with a 75 speed beat out the relay, or the return throw from Lindor to Bowers. And it's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Vinny J, and it's 2-0 Twins. Runner at first and 2 outs in the 7th. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom 7. It's down 2-0 Minnesota in Game 1. Here's Audie Pullen, ground ball LeMahieu. Will go to send it for the force, and the inning's over. So the Twins did another run on a fielder's choice by Vinny J. We head to the 8th. It's still, we head to the 8th. The score is now 2-0 Twins in Game 1. Here we go, top 8. It's now 2-0 Twins. Indians have 6 runs to work with, down 2-0, but they only have 1 hit. It was by Kevin Puetti, their catcher, in the 3rd. And that's their only hit and their only base runner. 2-1, fly ball, and that will stay the same. Star Forcer, Kiermaier is retired, 1 down. Yeah, 1 hit and 1 base runner for the Indians. It was on that 1 hit and 1 base runner was by Kevin Puetti, the Indians catcher, in the 3rd. Carlos Carrasco pitched 6 in the 3rd. Gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs because that runner at 3rd did score, and that run was charged to him. Babe Ruth obviously has pitched 7 in the 3rd, and he's still pitching. And he's doing no runs, no earned runs, and only 1 hit. Here's Luplow. Line drive, watch out, as putting their leads up as the Indians relievers down there. Only the 75th pitch coming from Babe Ruth for almost 8 innings of work. Has given up only 1 hit. Popped up. Right field, Vinny J is there, who had that fielder's choice in the 7th. 2 down. As both Twins have scored both their runs on not hits. Like the first one was scored on an RBI ground out, and the second one was scored on a fielder's choice. Here's Aaron Duvall, 2 outs. 1-1. Foul ball with Bowers on deck. 8-9-1 due up in the 9th inning if Duvall does get out here. But the top of the order will come up again for Cleveland. Might be in the 8th or the 9th. 1-2. Ground ball, Lute backhands it. Will throw it. Another low throw. That's another one by Lute, but another pick by Vinny J. Middle of 8. It's still 2-0 Minnesota. Here we go. Indians, like I said, one hit and one base runner, and that one hit and one base runner was, so the one hit was a Kevin Puetti single in the third, and after that's the one base runner. And obviously that's the only thing they've done. No action in the Cleveland bullpen, no action in the Minnesota bullpen. Here's Nate Biter, top of the order to follow. Or a ground ball right in front of the plate, fair ball, picked up by Puetti, who has the only hit for the Indians. Throw to Bowers, one down. Here's Luke, who doubled and scored in the first. Obviously, Babe Ruth obviously didn't have one hit, but imagine if it was if he had a no-hitter going or a perfect game. Ground ball, what a snag by Bowers. Line drive fielding on a shortstop, rather. It wasn't a ground ball. It was a line drive fielding on a shortstop. Throw to Olsen at first, 2 down. And starting to warm up in the Twin bullpen is their closer, Mom, who's a 99 overall. And she was really good in the regular season. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, flagged down by Lindor for behind second base, throws out the batter, in and over. We headed the ninth, last chance for Cleveland, we headed the ninth, last chance for Cleveland, last chance for Cleveland here in game 1. We headed the ninth, 2-0 Twins. Here we go, last chance for the Indians here in game 1, 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. It's Bowers, Puetti, and then the top of the order, and LeMahieu. And here comes the Twins closer, Mom, to try to get the save and shut the door, or try to shut the door, and get the save here in game 1. Here we go. Game 1's at bid in a 5-game series, and the Twins are 3 outs away from winning game 1. Here we go. Bowers, Puetti, LeMahieu. Bowers 0 for 2. Ground ball, foul. Going for the shift is on. So there's only on the left side of the infield is Andy Pullman at the shortstop position. 1-2. Mom does have a knuckleball. Popped up. A long run for Andy Pullman by the wall. Does he have room? He does. Up against the sidewall, up the left field line. As Andy Pullman just had enough room for that one. Babe Ruth 8 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And only threw 80 pitches, but his energy was in the yellow, and it was a safe situation. But yeah, 8 shutout innings of 1-hit ball. Yeah, and that pop-up, the shift was on. Andy Pullman had to run about 100 feet for that one, but had plenty of time to get to it, and had so much hang time, and he just had enough room to catch it up against the sidewall. Here we go, 2 outs for the win. Here's Puetti as the only hit for Cleveland. Ground ball. Luke will field it by the center base umpire. Will throw out Puetti. 2 down. Cleveland's on their final out here in game 1 as Luke threw that in the outfield by the center base umpires. LeMahieu, last chance for Cleveland. If they do win the game, the Twins do, and only do it 1 hit, it'll be painful because they were 1 hit shy of a postseason no-hitter or a postseason perfect game. It's a moot point because the Indians have 1 hit, which is by 1 hit and 1 base runner, which was by Puetti, and obviously that was a 1 base runner back in the third. Here's LeMahieu, last chance for Cleveland here in game 1. 2-2 pitch. Line drive, field it on a short hop by Lute, or field it on a short hop by Lute. Throw to first. Game over. Twins take game 1, 2-0. Heck of a game by the Twins and by the pitching staff. They have 1 hit. As on that last play, there was a little soft line drive. Fielded on a short hop by Lute. He threw to first. He threw to Vinny J at first base to get the out. And the game is over. And the Twins win game 1, 2-0. And they lead this best of 5 ALDS 1-0. As game 1 is bid in a 5-game series, but don't count the Indians out quite yet. But the Twins do take game 1 here tonight at the Metrodome, 2-0, and they lead the series 1-9. As Mom gets the save, as Babe Ruth gets the win, Carlos Carrasco gets the loss, and Mom gets the save. Top 2 hitters for the Indians, Tim and Puetti, and then Francisco Lindor. Obviously, Puetti had the only hit for the Indians. And then top 2 hitters for the Twins, Lute and Star Forcer. Star Forcer had 2 hits, and then Lute had 1 hit, which was a double in the first inning, and scored the first run for the Twins on an RBI ground out by Jack Thornton, and then the Twins scored the second run on a fielder's choice by Vinny J in the 7th. So the Twins scored 1 in the first and 1 in the seventh. The top player of the game is obviously Babe Ruth, because he pitched 8 innings of 1 hit and shut out baseball. He pitched 8 innings. He pitched 8 innings. Babe Ruth did 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, and no home runs. Obviously, because he did have no runs. Yeah, Babe Ruth gets the win. He's now 1-0 in the postseason. Carlos Carrasco gets a loss. He's now 0-1 in the postseason. And Mom gets a save, her first of the postseason. No runs on. You didn't miss anything after the game's already over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors for the Indians, and then 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Twins. The Twins take Game 1 of the ALDS, and they lead this best-of-5 ALDS 1-0. See you in Game 2. So, yeah, Twins win Game 1 2-0, and they lead this best-of-5 ALDS 1-0. As like I said, Game 1 is a 5-game series is bid, but don't count the Indians out quite yet. Puecki had the only hit for Cleveland, and Lindor was the second notable player for Cleveland, but also remember, well, he was the second notable player for Cleveland, Lindor was, but remember, he went 0 for 3. Everyone went 0 for 3, except for Puecki, who went 1 for 3, and then LeMahieu went 0 for 4, because he got a 4th at bat. He made the final out on the 9th. But yeah, Babe Ruth gets the win. He's now 1-0 in the postseason. Carlos Carrasco gets a loss. He's now 0-1 in the postseason. And Mom gets the save, her first save of the postseason, and her first save opportunity. And Babe Ruth obviously pitched 8 innings, 1 hit, no strikeouts, no earned runs, and no walks. And obviously he's the top player of the game, Babe Ruth is, for Game 1 of the ALDS. So yeah, not bad at all, as the first run was driven in by Jet Thornton on an RBI groundout, and then the second run driven in was by Vinny J on a fielder's choice. Lutz scored the first run, Star Forcer scored the second run, and then after Jet Thornton drove in the first run on an RBI groundout, and then Vinny J drove in the second run on a fielder's choice. Head of a game, no runs on 1 hit, no runs on 1 hit, no errors for the Indians, and then 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Twins. As next episode of this series will not be Game 2. It will be the first elimination game for either team in this series. So that'll be Game 3 or 4, because that's its best-of-5 series. So like I said, this is the same thing in NHL 22 Be a Pro, NHL 22 Expansion Franchise, and NHL 22 Franchise, where I do Game 1 of every series, and then every elimination game for either team in every series. That's the case in NHL 22, and that's the case here in MLB The Show 20, 21, and 22. So the next episode of a series will be the first elimination game for either team in this series, which will be Game 3 or Game 4. But either way, regardless of if it's Game 3 or 4, Game 3 and 4, obviously right now Game 4, if necessary, are both in Cleveland. So like I said, the next episode of a series will be the first elimination game for either team in this series, and that'll be Game 3 or Game 4. But either way, like I said, Game 3 and Game 4 are both in Cleveland. So the next episode of the series will be a road game, and hopefully it will be a road game for sure, and hopefully it will be a elimination game for the Indians and not for the Twins. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Twins win Game 1 2-0, and they're now 2 wins away from the ALCS. But yeah, and 2 wins away from the ALCS as the Twins are trying to three-peat here in 2021. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And hopefully the next episode of the series will be sooner than later. Hopefully it'll be in like 2 to 3 weeks, because I start school Tuesday, so hopefully the next episode of the series will be 2 to 3. Hopefully it'll be in 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, time for it. Closing the board. If you have this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, or subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 31 of this Minnesota Twins MLB The Show 20 Custom Franchise Series. See you in episode number 31. And eat on a bacon and go Twins.